What up? Good morning. So a little shout out to my friend. Congratulations. Fuck yeah. Super amazing. Proud of you. Fuck yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. I remember that. The fucking music is better. The food tastes better. And the world looks bigger. Go out into the world and fucking own that shit. And that leads me into, this is video number 11 as a countdown to my end. I have, a little over 4 months to stretch out. Well, after this, 10 videos. It'll make each one a little more significant. I was going back, and last night is the first time since I've done this that I looked at some of them. I watched that first one I did when I wanted to journal, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just record this. And I read the letter that I wrote to myself. I never watched it. I didn't realize I did that. And then I watched some of the other shit. A lot of my shorts. They put me in a happy place. My shorts put me in a happy place. Because a lot of it was my hikes. Reminded me of serenity. My favorite story I ever heard. I heard Eric Thomas say it. So I'm quoting Eric Thomas, and he probably quoted somebody else. About a guru who wants to be successful, or about a guy who meets a guru, and the guy wants to be successful. And the guru tells him to meet him at the beach at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And so he meets him, and the guru's already out in the water. He tells him to go out in the water. He gets out about waist deep, and the guru says, "What are you talking about? I thought you wanted to be successful. Come out to me." So he goes up to him, and he's now neck deep in the water, and the guru holds him down and keeps him underwater until he's fighting to get up. And right before he passes out, the guru lifts him up and says, "When you want to be as successful as you wanted air right now, that's when you want it bad enough." I asked myself, when I was out there, how bad do I want it? What was I willing to do? And when I looked up and said, "I need your fucking help." Sorry. When I looked up and I said, "I need your help," I've done everything I possibly can. I made a lot of mistakes, but not as bad as getting loaded. And not as bad as the mistakes I made while I was getting loaded. And I just keep grinding. How bad do you want this shit? What are you willing to do? Not what am I willing to do? Do what I do. What are you willing to do? I had to change everything. People, places, and things. I had to move back to an Oxford. Which I didn't want to do. But I knew I had to. I had to change people, places, and things. And in that, I started really discovering myself. And still, I watched a couple videos where I was saying some of the same shit I was saying recently. 3 months in. 5 months in, actually. The only difference is how I've talked to myself from then till now. Yesterday I was writing, I wanted to isolate, I wanted to get away, no more meetings, I wrote that for a little bit. And then I stopped and then wrote something different. Kind of a beatdown. Kind of a reminder of how bad do you want this shit. Stay power versus quitting. It's so easy to fall into a situation where we feel insecure, where we feel like, fuck this shit, where we don't want to show up. I did that. I'd call in sick. Didn't want to face the music. Didn't want to face myself. Didn't want to look in the mirror. I didn't want to wake up this morning. Not early. Like, fuck it, man. Skip today. Stay power. Like, it's that, like, you know you have to. And then the second thought, or as we say in this, the first thought. My first thoughts lately, gotta get up. Let's go. Then that second thought kicks in. And it's like, you don't have to. You're doing great. That's that thought that I needed dead, which I do. Protecting our mental health means positive self-talk, self-compassion, and working towards ourselves. Being of service. I watched a video yesterday where they said if you're feeling insecure, anxious, and depressed, go help somebody out and see if you really feel that exactly how you felt before you did that. And I believe that to be true. Get outside yourself. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't. But I know that if I keep doing everything that I'm doing, including the fucking mistakes, including the feelings, including all of that stuff, and I work through it, I know I'm going to the right place. I know that if I keep working like this, that day where I can't move, it's my last day, and I'm looking back, I will thank today. I will thank this self. I had this thought a couple months back, maybe like 6 months ago, where I said, there's going to be a day when you're on your bed and it's your last day, and some of us will be lucky enough to have that. Some of us will just not wake up. But we'll sit back and we'll think about those days that we worried, those days where we were anxious, where we got stuck in depression, you know, the depression or the anxiety or the worry. We used up all that time for that day, just in fear or shame or guilt. And there'll be a bunch of those. There'll be a lot of them. For me, there was a lot of them. There was. And I'll ask myself, what would I give to have one of those fucking days back? To do that day all over again? What would I give to have that whole week? Because there's more than a week of them. To have it back. To go back to it. And just do something fucking different. I'm going to get caught up. We're going to get caught up in days of depression, in days of sadness. Things aren't going our way. The woes is me days. The used to be's. You know, used to be's get no honey. And I know that if tomorrow was that fucking day, if tomorrow was that day, I would smile and say, fuck man, I fucking just gave this my all. I fucking tried this a couple times. I got to experience this. I did this, I did that, I did this. I'll smile and say I fucking did everything I could if tomorrow was my day. So instead of saying, okay, I got fucking like 10 more years or 20 more years or 30 more years, so fuck it. As long as I act like tomorrow can be that day, every day, then I'm pushing for that day. It's not that I want to like focus on death. It's just I want to focus on that smile instead of that worry that I've seen people on their deathbed. Like, fuck, dude. Tomorrow's the fucking day. You know, that's what it looks like. I'm so afraid of that. So afraid of that. I'm so afraid of getting loaded and then fucking dying in my bed. Or worse yet, fucking living for 20 years loaded under a bridge or a fucking bush or a fucking hiding out, wanting to die every fucking day. Wishing I just fucking, is today the day I'm gonna kill myself? Because I sure don't want to live like this anymore. Because that whole talk about like fucking, if I get loaded, I'll fucking die. I got loaded. A couple years clean, I got loaded. I didn't fucking die. And then it was almost a couple years of fucking wanting to die every fucking day. Hating myself. Avoiding fucking grocery stores. Avoiding eye contact while I'm driving. Not wanting to drive, but not wanting to be in the house. No place of safe. Like, I could fuck around and be worried about some other shit and completely forget about how that felt. That needs to drive me. I can never forget what that was like. I can never forget driving to work, not wanting to go to work. With every fucking mile, I'm fucking afraid, and I'd rather just drive my car into a fucking truck. Not thinking about my kids, not thinking about my loved ones, not thinking about them at my fucking funeral if I even get one, standing over like, man, you know, we really wanted him to. He almost did it. And then he just gave up. You know, you don't have to be like that, Andrew. You don't have to be like that, Lucy. Make sure you don't act, make sure you're not like that. Watch out for those drugs. Watch out for those alcohol, or you can end up just like that. No. Instead, they'll say, if tomorrow was that day, they'll say, man, he fucking fell off, caught himself, got back up, fell the fuck off, caught himself, got back up. He never fucking quit. No matter what. And he loved us. He did everything he could to make sure the water was on, food was in there. Fucking the house didn't get taken. Or, you know, we get evicted. I'm not there yet. The most important thing has to be my recovery. That has to be the most important thing. And with that, I have my higher power, God. That helps me keep that as the most important thing, because I didn't have that when I was getting loaded. Yeah, he was there, right here, or back here, or in the, you know, with me, waiting for me to say, I need your help, for real. Watching me say, if the fucking ropes would come down, I'd grab them and you can pull me up. Like, no, I'm not going to pull you up because I'll let you back down and you'll get loaded again. You need to fucking hate it so bad that you're going to ask for me. I'll do anything. And then I'll pull you up. The ropes are my recovery. My higher power throws them down. I just have to keep holding on to them. And every time the rope's slowly coming down, just fucking climb up it. We're never too old, and it's never too late. The second we start saying I used to be or I should be, and I'm not where I need to be, that's what the rope's coming down, and you're about to get back to the fucking jungle. My recovery has to be the most important thing. And my recovery is simple. It's real simple. Don't get loaded today. Everything else works out. Even if it fucking feels like shit. Even if it feels like shit. Get into a relationship, fall for somebody, don't get loaded. No matter how it goes. Get into a job, get fucking fired, whatever. Don't get loaded. It'll all work out. And then on top of that, do the steps, make the meetings, share, get it off your chest. I don't give a fuck how. Right? You don't have to do this shit. You know, like this isn't, like I don't tell the people I work with, do some fucking videos. I'd tell myself, my earlier self, are you sure you're ready for this? Are you sure you're ready to fucking do these? Because there's going to be a point where you want to delete them all and you feel fucking real insecure, and people are going to fucking, you're going to worry that people are going to get to know you, and then they're going to find out you do these. They're going to see how many you've done. They're going to say, oh, he's a fucking nut job. And then they're going to fucking slowly disconnect. And that might not even be the case, but you're going to think it. So that's up to you if you want to do that. Whatever it takes, man. This is what it took for me to get to this point. To get to a place where I didn't think I'd get fucking a year and a half or a year and 7 months and 4 days. Where I didn't think I could get 30 days again. And I started losing faith. Like, well, maybe I'll fucking pet horses instead. Maybe I'll just move again. Maybe I'll just change my job. I'll move and I'll fucking, it'll all be better. I tried that. How bad do you want it? What are you willing to do? You know, talking with my sponsor, willingness is the most important thing in this whole shit. The honesty and the open-mindedness comes after the willingness. I know it's honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness, the how. But the willingness is the most important thing. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to get fucking uncomfortable? And remain in uncomfortability till it gets comfortable and then get uncomfortable again. And live a life of uncomfortability so you don't have to feel like that ever again. Stay power. Are you willing to stay and do this every single day? No matter how fucking tough it gets. No matter how shitty it gets. No matter the what ifs, what if days fucking overwhelm you. The idea of getting loaded after doing all these videos, you know how stupid that sounds? They helped me with that too, believe it or not. It's like, I can't imagine getting loaded and then motherfuckers are like, he got loaded and look at all this shit he talked about. It's all bullshit. All that shit is bullshit. So, this helps me with that too. I'm doing all these things to help prevent me from getting loaded again. Because I'm an addict. It's the one place that was my go-to. No matter what. If I was uncomfortable, any of that shit. Man, it could be fucking good news. I could sell 3 cars and fucking go get loaded. I sold 6 in a day and got loaded that night and then fucking lost my job a week later. What are you willing to do? 10 more videos. I'm gonna miss doing this shit, man. It's become an addiction. I'm an addict, so everything I do is like a fucking addiction. But, it helps. It's helped me. Go out into the world. Be the best version of yourself every single day. Yesterday's best might not be as good as today's best, and today's best might not be as good as last week's best. But if you're at your best every single day, even when it's fucked up, and you're just like, well, that was my best. You can look at yourself in the mirror every single day and say, fucking, I gave it my all. And not beat yourself up because your all didn't feel like that good. So go out and get it. It's unknown. It's a mystery. But for me, removing that crystal ball, that thought of wanting a crystal ball, was the most important thing. I just want to see what it's going to look like. I'll always fuck that up. And understanding that everything is happening exactly the way it was intended, the way my higher power intended it. Some of the stuff I did and he let me do it, other things he prevented me from doing, but it's all intended. And it's designed for me to go into this world and just live and not want to die. Because if there are spirits up there watching me, wishing they could have a shot at life again, I'd like to believe that they'd say, hey man, if I could try this shit, I'd probably do it like that. Not like he was. Versus when they were up there looking at me like, come on, man. Come on, we know you have what it takes. We know you have it in you. So every once in a while I look up and I smile at them. My mom, the people that passed away that I love. And I'm like, yeah, you see that shit? Fuck, man, it's fucked up. But it's all good. So, I'm out. Have a good day. Go get it.